Hi, I'm Nicola from Bloom Solopreneur, and in this video it's going to give you a quick tutorial of our Etsy shop statistics tracker. It'll cover all of the elements that are inside the spreadsheet and show you how it can be used to its full advantage. Okay, let's dive in. Hi, we're in the Etsy small business statistics tracker and we're on the main progress dashboard. This is mainly an area for you to look at to highlight the key information that you need to track your business. So if you've been working on SEO over the last month, then this chart here will show you whether your Etsy search has improved or not, based on the information that you've then entered in your Etsy statistics. So it takes all of the information that you put in there and picks out the key flag that's going to show you that. If you wanted to look at it in more detail, then obviously you've got it in that tab, and each statistic that you enter has got its own little spark line here that shows you how you've been progressing for each of the statistics that you've entered. So we've got Etsy search, and we've got whether the visits have increased. So if you've been working on your descriptions, whether you've worked on your images, then that might increase there. And obviously the key information that you're interested in, revenue, so we can see how you're doing there. So this is what the main dashboard is showing you, just to give you a highlight of where you are over the year, the average, and the previous month. Here we are in the goals focus dashboard in the Etsy small business statistics tracker, and what this dashboard is aimed at is allowing you to see where you are in relation to your goals and what you can do to try and improve things. So if we look at the goals tab, this allows you to enter what goals you'd like for the year. So you enter the years, current and past. You can say which statistics you want to use, so whether it's Google Analytics or whether it's the Etsy. Based on what you pick, then the conversion rate that you use as a target is different. So we'll use the Etsy Analytics or Etsy statistics, which gives us a normal conversion rate of 1.1, which is a good conversion rate for the Etsy stats. We can enter what our target revenue is each month, so I'm going to up it to, let's say, 1,000, and we enter what our usual monthly expenses are. So these are just averages because they're just forecasting and targets. So let's increase it to £35, and the final step is what is the average price of your products. Now this may seem meaningless, but it helps us work out how many visits, etc., that you need. So if you've got a wide variance in prices, then pick out your common prices on what you would like to be getting, and that then translates into visits, etc. So I'm going to put 7 in there for now. The rest is to do with social media, which aren't on the focus dashboard, so we'll leave that there. If you go back to the dashboard, then all of the information we've just entered is translated in this section here. So based on our average price per order, which was 7, and the target of £1,000 per month, and using the conversion rate that we selected, then we need to have 591 orders at the £7 to get the revenue that we want for the year, and that equates to 53,000 plus visits to get that. So these are just averages based on average sales. So again, we're looking at 91 visits it takes to make a sale based on the conversion rate that's there. So and we've got those figures that you can look at on a yearly, monthly, weekly and daily rate. So you know that each day you need to make £32.86 to reach your target. So you know kind of where you are. The next section is where you actually are. So based on the Etsy statistics that you've input, so all of your visits, views, etc., revenue, etc., that you input, that then works out the same figures of where you are now. So the year to date we've got 742, which is great, we're above order, so it's in green. The revenue, again, so far year to date is better than the target, so we're ahead. Our conversion rate is 3.6, so we're doing great. Our Etsy visits aren't the number that it says, in fact it's much lower, and the number of visits to make a sale is actually 29, so that's improving. And the reason why this isn't right is because the revenue per order is £6.03, so based on what we're getting, the revenue per order is less. So again, taking that information, so you can tell by the colours whether you've met the goal or not, but also in a number format we've got it here, so it tells you whether you've met your yearly or monthly goals based on the information that you've entered. So taking that information into account, so you can leave it there, but taking that information into account, you can then look at, it highlights what stage you are and what actions you could take to get you to reach your goals. So what this is saying is we're at stage 3, so we're getting a reasonable amount of visits and the products are selling, but our revenue per order is less than the target. So we're at 6 and the target was 7. That's not that big a deal, so I would kind of be erring on the side of that doesn't really matter, which then takes us to the next step. But that's where we are now. So if we wanted to ignore that revenue per order section, we could take that down to 6. So go back to the dashboard and look, we're at stage 5 now, so we're meeting our goals, everything's fine. So it's up to you how you want to look at. We need something in that revenue per order to be able to work out what your visit targets are, and how many orders you need, etc. So you know what you should be looking at. If you put it down to something negligible like 1 or whatever, you'll get so many visits that again this becomes unusable. So it's really, you can put something in there that works for you. If you're meeting your revenue target, then really that's great. You just need to keep on doing what you're doing. Here we are in the quick wins, the monthly quick wins in the Etsy Small Business Statistics Tracker. These are the tabs I use most often on a monthly basis. So once we've entered all of our statistics and we've looked at the dashboard to see where we are, and looked at the focus dashboard to see what stage we are and what we need to work on, we can then go into these to actually pinpoint specific items that are going to be easy to try and improve. So what I do is go into the Etsy stats and look at that month, and it details all of the products that you sell, order them by views, and then for the top 10, 15, whichever's relevant, so however many you want to attack that month, copy them out, copy their stats information out, and straight away you'll get information about whether that product is harming or helping you. So we've got a target conversion rate here that you could use. I'll put 1.5 in, but you can change that to be whatever's relevant. So what that will do is, if the conversion rate for that product is lower than that conversion rate, it will be flagged and it will tell you that you should do something to improve that listing. And the reason why it's telling you that is that you are getting, these are one of your top viewed items, so your SEO is working great. You just need to convert it into a sale. So if you've already got the SEO that's working, and your so that means your tags and titles are doing well, you need to look at your pictures, look at your descriptions, that sort of thing needs to be improved to convert the people that are visiting your item and make a sale. So this easily lets you see what you need to be working on. So you can, once you've made changes, you can then detail what changes you've made, and then the following month you can say whether it's done anything. So I tend to say, what position it's at the following month, and then see whether those changes that we've made have made any difference. So that's a quick win for all of the ones that are at the top of the list that aren't performing as well as you would like. What you can then also do is go to the bottom of your list and pick the bottom however many. So I've got 15 in there, but obviously you can just add an extra row if you want to by clicking on the row. This is a Mac spreadsheet, so this is how you would do it in the Mac. Add a new row and just fill in the information there, but add in the listings that are your bottom sellers. And then what you do then is, by putting in the views, favorites, orders, etc., it will automatically tell you all of the ones that have actually got a good conversion rate. So these are the products that are selling well, even though they're not getting many views. So what you need to do in these cases is improve the SEO. You've got everything else working for you, they sell, you just need to improve the SEO. And that then should hopefully help you improve your revenue. So these are the quick wins, and I've got them for, the spreadsheet has them for each month for you to then go in and enter where you are, so you can keep track of what you've made, what worked, what didn't, and take it from there. But I spend pretty much the first week of each month looking at my items to see what needs work on, and seeing whether I can improve anything.